This is the Padres POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the
San Diego Padres.
Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, Padres fan? Welcome to your Padres POSTCAST. My name is Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day after every game for the 2025 season. You will see this handsome face. And what is happening today, San Diego, is a great start to your 2025 season. The Padres at home against the Atlanta Braves. And hey, it starts with a record attendance at Petco Park, the biggest crowd in the history of opening day in San Diego. I have the number here somewhere. I'll get to it during the show, but 45,000 strong plus at Petco today, and they saw an inspiring performance from the Padres. They fell behind early in this game. They couldn't really catch up. They kept trying to claw back. They'd tie the score. They'd give the lead back up. And then, the Braves were up 4-3 for a long time in this game. But then the Padres in that seventh inning with a tremendous job. And we saw so much of this last year, this lineup putting so much pressure on opposing pitchers. And that's been really a key for them. That and the bullpen. So between the bullpen today and the relentless pressure of the offense, look, Michael King did not get the job done today. He did not get the job done, and we'll talk about his performance throughout the show. We'll give you the stars of the game. We'll talk about the pressure from the offense. Tatís Jr. with a brilliant day today. 3 stolen bases, bunch of hits, and then, of course, you have an unbelievable performance today from Jackson Merrill with 4 RBIs, had a home run in this game. Manny Machado, Manny being Manny, the relentless pressure on the base pass, the relentless pressure within the strike zone applied on the pitchers by the lineup. This is awesome. By the way, while we have you in here, take a moment. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, G-R-I-E-S, at Jim Grease _ on social media. Give me a follow, make you holla, and it's fun. My first year with the Padres POSTCAST this year. Suarez is scary. Yeah, I mean, Ozuna, thing about it is, and Next Gen Breaks, thank you for the comment. Come on in, by the way, and engage. We'll talk to you. Whatever you want to say in the comments, we'll engage. We'll talk about it, the game that just was. But, man, oh, man, you're talking about Ozuna thinking he had his number. Well, Ozuna is a fastball hitter, dead red, right? Most home runs off of fastballs in Major League Baseball since, 2016, somewhere around there. And that number is huge, right? So what do? You throw him changeups. Serrano in Major League, and that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? And he got him there. So Padres with a big 7th inning and the comeback, man, that was what really got you today. And year in and year out, they keep getting better with this. But relentless pressure from the offense, right? Machado and Tatís and Jackson Merrill and just Luis Arraez, just Bogarts, just hitter after hitter after hitter, and they apply so much pressure. They swing the bats. They force you to throw strikes. And I really love what this team is capable of offensively. And you knew that, with Darvish uncertain with the injuries, and you've already got some issues with the pitching staff coming into the season, you kind of know that it's going to be the bullpen and the rotation that I'm talking about, not the pitching staff as a whole, the rotation. You know that coming in, a lot's going to be put on the bullpen this year. And that's pretty much, what it is for the Padres this year. And the bullpen's going to be a huge key. They were today. They were outstanding today. Absolutely outstanding. You look at all the innings in which the Braves put up zeros after scoring 1 in the first, none in the second. King got them there, but really, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth. King's gone, but then the bullpen comes in, and how about the job Matsui did today out of the pen? The zeros, baby, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. The Braves were held scoreless. Now, the 9th was a little bit of a wild ride with Suarez, as we were just talking about the comment in the chat. But how about Gavin Sheets? We saw it all spring training, did we not, in Peoria? We saw it all spring training over in Arizona. We did. And this dude's hitting home run after home run after home run in the Cactus League, tearing it up. What happens today is first at bat as a Padre, Gavin Sheets with a pinch hit home run to tie the game in the 7th inning at 4, which is really where the game began for the Padres. But 4-run rally in the 7th inning. Jackson Merrill drives in 4. Tatís Jr., 3 hits, 3 stolen bases. Luis Arraez, Manny Machado, RBIs in the 7th inning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the rematch of the wild card playoff series goes to the Padres. Nice job by the Braves, though. Austin Riley homered, Ozzie Albeis with the 2-run homer as well, but they got Chris Sale. The Padres got to Chris Sale. 3 runs and 6-6 over 5 innings for the Braves. Not a quality start. Didn't get to the 6th inning. Struck out 7, 6th opening day start, but he won the Cy Young a year ago, and you're just hoping to get anything off him. And a great job by the Padres offense with, early on they just kept, grinding, and they kept putting runs on the board when they could. Great job by the Padres. They got 2 in the bottom of the first to take the 2-1 lead. Braves got 2 in the third to take the 3-2 lead because they had 1 in the first. But, the Padres really impressed me today. Merrill with the 2-run single in the first, but that's after Tatís Jr. and Machado, and those guys just putting relentless pressure on the other team's pitcher. And I love that about this team. You're going to see it all year long. You're going to see it all year long. You're going to need to. You're going to need brilliant performances by the bullpen and with this offense all year because the starters, and we know this going in, right? We know this going in, and you really hope that you'd get more from King. He was chased in the 3rd inning, 3 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, though. That was the key for King. He's got to get that control going. He'll be fine. Opening day jitters maybe, but the control just wasn't there. And, what was there was the standing ovation for Profar, which was nice. Parts of the past 5 seasons with San Diego had a big year last year with the 24 homers for the Padres. But Merrill, the rookie of the year last year, showing it's no fluke, picking up right where he left off with a big game today. Jason Hayward, a pinch runner in the 8th after Elias, the catcher, with a base hit with nobody out, right? So obviously Sheets ties the game with the homer, nobody out, and Elias with the hit. Hayward, the pinch runner, they send him on a 3-2 pitch. And what does Tatís Jr. do? He puts it right through the hole. His 3rd hit. What a great hitter he is. You're taught this as a high school player. Even before that, what do you do on a hit and run? Beautifully executed hit and run. Michael Schultz getting him going today. The hit and run, you push the ball to right field. Right as that second baseman leaves that spot to go cover the bag, you hit it right where he was. Perfectly executed by Tatís. Hayward goes to 3rd, and, just a really nice job from there with the Padres as Tatís, Luis Arraez with the sacrifice fly after they get the steal. Tatís picks up stolen base number 3, and it was textbook. That's how he scored. You know what I mean? You hit it to right field when the second baseman goes to cover on a hit and run, a double steal. You end up scoring yourself. Beautiful job by Manny Machado. The crowd screaming, Manny, Manny. He comes through with an RBI double, makes it 6-4. Xander Bogaerts gets intentionally walked. Machado scores on a sac fly, and bang, just like that. Suarez made it a little bit interesting in the 9th, did he not? But I'll tell you what, man, what a job by the Padres today. All right, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. On the other side, I will talk to you about the stars of the game. I'll tell you what the turning point was. I think it has something to do with the 7th inning rally, right? Bullpen, one of the stars of the game, but who will the other 2 be? We do it hockey style here in case you watch my other shows on the network. But then you're talking about that final score, and of course they play again tomorrow. So the first of 162 is in the books, a successful one for the Padres as they beat the Atlanta Braves, rematch of the wild card series a year ago. Same result today, 7 for the final, a 4-run rally in the 7th inning. Gavin Sheets, the home run to get it started, and then they put it on him, opening up that can. Jackson Merrill with a big game today as well. Who will the other star be? It's Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease, Gries, at Jim Grease _. It's your Padres postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. And I will tell you what, before we hit the break, it is time to tell you a little bit about, gratitude. Thank you so much for being here with us. You're the best part of this network. Every day it's free. Your first listen, your first watch here on YouTube. We're OTT, over-the-top television on Roku, and then wherever you get your audio podcast free as well. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. It's your Padres postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. 7-4 Padres beat the Braves in the season opener today, and we are here until the end of the show, bringing you everything you want to know about this game. All right, and you guys know, if you've been watching me on the network, you everydayers, you know how I love to talk about Prize Picks. Baseball season is in full swing. Yes, it is. And There's no better way to get in on the action than with Prize Picks, the best place for daily fantasy sports. With Prize Picks, you pick more or less on at least 2-player projections. And you pick more or less on at least, there it is, got the mic working again. Apologize for that. With Prize Picks, you pick more or less on at least 2-player projections. And if you are right, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash, whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, first inning runs. Prize Picks keeps every game exciting. I love building my lineup. This week, I'm picking Aaron Judge for more than 1 home run and Shohei Ohtani for more than 1 stolen base. It's that easy. It's fast, simple, too. Setting up a lineup takes less than 60 seconds. And when you win, you get your money right away. Your payout is quick, safe, and secure. They have exclusive promos like the one I always take advantage of, Taco Tuesday. Prize Picks offers discounts on select player projections for even more value on your Tuesdays. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's right. Code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Today's show is also brought to you by Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades. That's right, Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400-plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, their Pro Trade Master Program, their free Trade Master Program, offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master Program today at supplyhouse.com/TM. Start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com, SH5, 5% off your first order with Supply House. On the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And today's show is also brought to you by something I love. Wonderful pistachios. Are there anything but wonderful pistachios? If you're looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious, then look no further. Crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios, one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1-ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they're packed with fiber, better for you, unsaturated fats to help keep you feeling better longer. Personally, I love the no-shells pistachios, right? The no-shells variety. It's the perfect grab-and-go snack for busy days. Whether I'm snacking at my desk on a road trip or just need a quick protein boost while I'm doing 162 postcasts for the Padres, they're always my go-to. And if you love cracking open every shell for that satisfying crunch, the in-shell options are a classic favorite. Complete protein, all 9 essential amino acids, packing a wonderful protein punch. They're easy, they're quick, like a snack meditation, whether you're running between meetings, dropping off kids, whatever you're doing. Pistachios on the go for the healthy snack with the protein punch. Get snacking and get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more about Wonderful Pistachios on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. All right, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Thank you for making Locked On Padres your first listen every day. And, of course, your Padres postcast after every game. We are here after every game, Locked On Sports San Diego. For your second listen, check out Locked On MLB season previews, every contender, every division, everything you need to know. Find all 6 episodes on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to postcasts and podcasts and everything else podcast related. here on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. There's a lot of spots here in the middle of the show. Business must be good. I know the numbers are huge with the Locked On Podcast Network. Padres looking for a big year. I'm Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease, Gries, at Jim Grease _ on social media. 7-4 the final. The Padres beat the Braves on opening day in spite of a rough start. 4 walks from Michael King. He doesn't make it out of the third inning. Down with the King, meaning down, as in, yeah, they got to him. No doubt about it. So, but Manny had a great game today. Machado, will give you the numbers in a second. Fernando Tatís Jr. with another great performance. And wow, man, what an invigorating performance from Tatís. So here we go. The Braves, they had a couple of good performances today. And Riley had the home run, so you look at that. And then, of course, the 3 RBIs on the 3-run shot from Albeis. But really, Chris Sale was the key today for Atlanta, and he only made it 5 innings, gave up the 3 runs, 7 strikeouts, 6 hits, though, and the Padres working that count, against him, even though he only walked 1. He's very good and economical with his pitches, the Cy Young Award winner from last year, but the Padres got to him in the first. Yeah, Jackson Merrill, the rookie of the year from last year, with a 2-run single to get the Padres on the board. The Braves took the lead 3-2. Atlanta had scored first in the top of the first. Albeis grounded into a fielder's choice, scoring Profar, the first run of the game, scored by the former Padre, who had 24 homers last year with the Padres. But Merrill's 2-run single made it 2-1. Then in the third inning, Albeis with a 2-run homer, scoring Ozuna, making it 3-2. That made it 3-2 Atlanta at that moment. And then the Padres tied it up. Merrill with a ground out, scoring Machado, an RBI ground out, to make it 3-3. Padres very aggressive on the bases today. Ton of steals. We'll get to that in a moment. But then in the fourth inning, Riley homers to left center, making it 4-3 Braves. It would stay that way till the 7th, when this man right here, I'll tell you that in a minute. Actually, let me try something a little bit different here. The 7th inning, let's see, we'll worry about talking about one tomorrow, but we have players of the game, we have turning points and things like that to get to. And by the way, come on into the comments, say what's up. If we have time and it's something we wanted to talk about, we'll get to it right here. Padres had to fight hard to win this game. Great W. That's right, Jay McGee. Next Gen breaks. Yeah, man, just a nice job today. Suarez, scary. It's interesting when you think about it. Sheets has a nice swing. Power in the spring, Jay McGee. Very good game. Yusef the third, excuse me, guys. Get that going right here. But opening day, a lot of hope and a lot of, intrigue and a lot of things there. So let's make sure we get to the important parts, what we have here toward the end of the show. First things first, we are going to give you the turning point of the game. And we'll have final
where the
score
game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And it started with this man right here. Where is he, my man? Is he right? There he is. Bang. Yeah, baby. Gavin Sheets, first at bat as a Padre, goes yard, center field, straightaway center in that 7th inning, 400-plus feet for San Diego to tie the game at 4. Now, remember, the Padres hadn't had a lead since 2-1 in the bottom of the first inning. So that was the turning point that started that 7th inning rally. And then you had this man in the middle of all of it with a tremendous afternoon as well, with just a beautifully executed hit and run to the right side, sends the pinch runner Hayward to third base as he was on the move, and then he steals second. Tatís just beautiful all the way, a scoring run on a sacrifice fly. Tatís scores after that, and then, of course, the Padres just keep scoring and pouring it on after that. So what do we have next?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Sort of has to be, doesn't it? Does not it have to be this man right here? I mean, we have so many candidates for player of the game. Obviously, you have so many candidates for player of the game, but when you're talking about it, there's really only 2 of them. There's one right there. There's one right there, and let's see, where's the other one? The other one is right there. Man, there's another one. So you got 3 of them, really. Sheets with the pinch hit homer, but you're looking at the body of work that led to the victory, and there's really only one guy. You're coming back to him right here. And I really do, yeah. I mean, Merrill had a big day, 1 for 3, had the 4 RBIs, but it really was about this man right here. It really was about Fernando Tatís Jr. I mean, what a player he is. What a game he had. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 stolen bases. He didn't have a home run or an RBI in this game, but he wreaked havoc, and the Padres were all over the bags today. And by the way, huge audience right now. Really appreciate you. Want to remind you, we're free right here on your Locked On Padres podcast channel. They do a great job. Keep coming back for that. And then we're here after every game. Padres Postcast right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. We're here on YouTube. We're here wherever you get your podcast. That means Spotify. That means Apple Podcasts. That means iHeart. Any of those places like that. And Stitcher, Podbean, and Over the Top, OTT. You know what OTT? Yeah, you know me, the player of the game, Fernando Tatís Jr. And what a performance by the Padres today on opening day, offensively, putting so much pressure on their opponents, just like last year. And then, the bullpen getting the job done. I mean, so many scoreless innings. And I love to, there's another, player who was in consideration for the player of the game. And I want to make sure that, and look, here's the beautiful shot of San Diego in the background. Look at that opening day, all the pomp and circumstances, the record-setting attendance at Petco. And it all leads to a victory. Michael King didn't have a very good day. The crowd really enjoying itself. Look at that crowd really having a good time, and most of it, well, not most of it, but a lot of it with this man right here, Fernando Tatís Jr. And, of course, the Padres are going to have an adventure this season when it comes to pitching. We know that, but man, oh, man, they're going to hit the heck out of the ball, and the bullpen's going to be good. The bullpen will be good, and I absolutely believe that, so we'll see. And, of course, tomorrow is Game 2, and it's Dylan Cease on the mound for San Diego against Reynaldo Lopez of the Braves. And, of course, if you're looking at Dylan Cease, the right-hander, 6'2", 200-pounder, you're hoping for really big things out of him this year. And, last year with San Diego, first season from the White Sox, 33 starts, goes 14-11. So you're hoping for big things out of him, but you're not really sure, as this starting rotation is the question mark for the Padres this year. But a big day in San Diego ends with a big victory. Look at the relentless pressure on the base pass. And one more time, how about this? We'll give you that one more time on the way out. How beautiful was that? And the celebrate good times. Come on. And that was what happened in San Diego today. Again, a beautiful start to the season for the Padres. The 4-run rally started by the Gavin Sheets home run in the 7th inning. The bullpen holds the Braves scoreless for the final 6 innings of the game. So there you have it. Yeet for Sheets, Action Jackson, Fernando's world. Many. The bullpen spells relief, and the Padres are 1-1. Tomorrow's game starts at 6:40. We'll be here right after with your Padres postcast. Until then, my friend, keep your game tight and your mind right. Thank you for being here. What up, Raymond Solis, J. McG, Yusuf III. Yeah, Next Gen Breaks, all y'all in the chat. Thank you so much for being here on the Locked On Podcast Network. We are free on YouTube, on Roku, and wherever you get your podcast. I'm Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease, host of your Padres Postcast, and we will be here every game. Of course, tomorrow night, 6:40, is the first pitch. Cease on the mound as the Pods try to go 2-0. We will be here right after on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Until then, my friend, thank you so much for being here. And as always, keep your game tight and your mind right, baby. We are out.